Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and first impression of a fragrance from the house Milano Cento, Milano Cento for him. Let's talk about it. Hey Frag fam, welcome to today's video from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. John here. Today we're doing an unboxing and a first impression of Milano Cento for him. If you would, go ahead and like the video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that you got the notifications on. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet smelling fragrance related content. So today's fragrance I bought at Milano Cento. Not a sponsor. But from my understanding, Milano Cento is a small niche house. They've done not very many fragrances. It's the only one that I'm familiar with is this one. This may be the only one. There may be others. I'm not sure. But I know it was kind of just a small niche house. They put out, one or two fragrances, and then it just kind of went away for a while. And I believe the family has brought back this fragrance kind of as a limited release, maybe. Again, I'm not 100% sure. When I come back and do the full review, I'll have more of the details. But anyways, we're going to do an unboxing first impression. I'm not sure why this fragrance stuck out to me. I think it's just kind of maybe the bottle. I liked the Roman figure or whatever on the front of it. Kind of like, Bijan for him and a Nucci. Just kind of one of those fragrances I never knew what they smelled like, but something stuck out to me and I wanted to get it. A lot of times we wear fragrances for others or we wear fragrances for ourselves. This genre that I believe this is going to be in, I think it's going to be kind of a mixture between like an Italian Colonia and a Fougere. That's what I'm guessing. It may not be either of those things, but I'm thinking somewhere in that regards. And those are the type of fragrances that I typically like to wear for myself. And so I may spray my scent of the day on for other people to smell, and I may put a little dab of something that I like to smell on the back of my wrist or whatever. So this one may be one of those, or it may be a really nice fragrance that I'll be able to wear for other folks. Anyways, we're going to do the unboxing here and give you our first impression. So here's some, looks like maybe some samples from Milano Cento. Here is our bottle of Milano Cento him. I really struggled with that cellophane. All right, so the box, just a cardboard box, kind of looks like marble. Nothing on the top or the sides, but on the back you've got your ingredients. Bottom you've got your barcode, batch code IB744. Then again on the front, house name, concentration, size, and that Milano Cento him with the house emblem there. I tore the crap out of my box trying to get it undone, which is very unfortunate. And then that beautiful Milano Cento bottle. Again, nothing on the sides, back, bottle, you got your sticker. So you've got a metal cap, plastic filled. Check out that atomizer. Average at best. All right, so really unfortunate that I tore the box. That I've never done that poorly. Typically, I usually kind of just tear the side. That one, I pulled it too hard, really tore it bad. But I really like the bottle. I really like a nice, clean, square stock kind of bottle. It's a little bit different than just the normal, you know, stock bottle. It's got a nice shape. I like the presentation. Now let's go ahead and smell this bad boy. When I sprayed it, checking out the atomizer, I didn't get up close. I didn't spray it on skin, but I really am liking what I'm smelling in the air. So I think I'm going to really like this fragrance. Again, without ever knowing what it smelled like, I'm guessing maybe a little bit like an Italian colonia, like Acqua di Parma colonia, mixed with an aromatic fougere. Okay, more aromatic fougere than Italian style colonia, I would say. There's not a heavy, bright citrus top, and I kind of thought there would be. Very mossy, very aromatic. Smells better in the air than it does straight on skin. When you get it right up under your nose, you're smelling a lot of that green moss. There's a ton of oak moss it smells like in this fragrance. I don't remember oak moss being listed. What I can remember is the top. It seemed like it was like some lemon and bergamot or something like that. And then maybe something green like petitgrain. Seems like there was 2 or 3 aromatics. I know lavender's a big note, and you can smell the lavender. Seems like there was like clary sage or rosemary. There's some aromatic herbals that are coming out as well. And then in the background, there's some musky. There's some type of musky amber accord. I don't know if it's ambergris or if it's just a mixture of musk and wood, like sandalwood or something like that. But when you get it right up under skin, it's a little funky. There's a slight, funk to the oak moss. It's not like animal funk. It doesn't smell like pee. Okay, it's just a little like a dank, green, damp oak moss. A little bit animalistic, like maybe there's some leather or something in it. Like a little bit of a rough leather. So let me let this go through the dry down a little bit, and I'll come back and finish up my thoughts. But I know the way I just described it, it doesn't sound like I like it. I do like it on my first impression, and I think it's going to be something that I'll really enjoy smelling. It's probably going to be one of those that's going to smell better coming off your clothes than off of skin. But anyways, we'll let it dry down and we'll just see, okay? So we'll be back here in a few.
2 hours later.
All right, we're back. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. And so as it's dried down, there's been a little bit of sweetness that's come out. And I think that's probably from the clary sage. It's not like a tonka bean sweetness. It's kind of an herbally sweetness. The oak moss has tamed down quite a bit. It's still nice and green, but it's not near as dank and as pungent as it was in the opening. And there's kind of a minty facet that has come out and it smells quite nice. And again, that's being up on it. The waft that I'm getting off my clothing has smelled good from the very beginning. So on my first impression of Milano Cento him, I'm going to say that if you like old school classic perfumery, you will probably really like this. If you don't, you probably won't. It is super well blended. It is super high quality. You're not going to get any of that synthetic, you know, cheap. It doesn't smell like a cheap synthetic 80s fragrance. It smells, again, very classy, very high quality, but definitely has an old school ruggedness to it. Super masculine, but this to me it's not soapy. I thought this would be like a barbershop fragrance. There's none of that real, soapy, clean. It's more of a green herbal clean fragrance. The citruses again are mild. They're not super loud and bright. I probably would have preferred them for the citrus notes to be a little louder, especially on the front end. But again, I'm going to go ahead and give myself another. Just in the air, it smells so fantastic, and that's what you're really looking for. Nobody's going to come up and put their nose on your skin and smell you. In the air, it's just so well blended together and so nice. Definitely not as old school in the air as it does when you really get up on it and you can smell those all that oat moss. So first impression of it, I like it. I'm glad I've added it to my collection. I'm going to wear it a few times and then come back and give you a full review of it in the future. Please like the video. Till we see you down the road, I say God bless. Frag on, Frag fam.